Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your 1st to the 15th of January 2018 reading. This is a general reading. You'll have your love readings next door to these ones, okay? So for the first 2 weeks of January 2018. So we're just going to have a look at what's coming in for you guys in terms of just general energies. Showing up. This Five of Wands flicks out for you. See if it comes out again. Universe Spirit, show me Aquarius in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. What's happening with Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs? Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Show me. Alright, we've shuffled the cards. We're going to split the deck into three. We're going to collect it back up and we're going to lay down the first layer for you. Alright. Wow, these are like a lot of reversals here. Accepting the outcome, okay. Well, accepting the anchor part of the reading. You guys are showing us the Six of Wands in the upright, Aquarius. The Six of Wands is all about victory, success, but it's all about recognition as well. And I think that you guys are feeling pretty confident because the Six of Wands is a card that says, I feel confident in a situation. And I think that you do feel confident in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. The reason that everything is occurring, so in your foundation, the reason for everything is the Hermit in the reverse. I think that somebody's withdrawn from you, and I think that's why you're probably... It's either that you've withdrawn from a group of people, or a relationship, or a friendship. It could be a work environment. Well, as I always say with my readings, Aquarius, you can literally, you know, take them to whatever they mean for you. It's a general reading. Somebody in your foundation has completely withdrawn. Hermit reversed. Hermit reversed means complete. When it's in the upright, it means that you withdraw, but it's more of a... It's more of a spiritual withdrawal. So with the Hermit in the upright, this is all about seeking inner wisdom, introspection, possibly seeking a new path. If you're a lawyer, you might want to then become a florist. That's what your Hermit is. It's a card about transforming into something new, trying to do research as a researcher. So this isn't always about isolating oneself. You can do still as the Hermit in the upright, but it's not always about completely banishing everything and everyone. I feel that somebody's either... you know, moved away from you, Aquarius, or you're the Hermit reverse. You've moved away from someone or a situation. And that's why you're feeling a sense of confidence with that Six of Wands in the upright. In the recent past, you have separated from an individual. Two of Cups in the reverse. You've either separated or there's been a disagreement with an individual. Because as a result of you in the foundation area being this Hermit reversed, or somebody else being the Hermit reverse, I'm seeing somebody who severed ties completely. And as a result of that, you've experienced in the recent past severance. I think this is severance more than anything. It's not a disagreement. This is severance. So I'm seeing severance with you and another individual, Aquarius, in the first 2 weeks. And I think this has been going on before the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Because your challenge is the Sun in the reverse. And the Sun in the reverse represents unhappiness. It represents delays. It represents a lack of success, a lack of fortune. The Sun is one of those cards, when it's in the upright in the tarot, it can mean anything and everything. It generally is just a good card. But sometimes the Sun can mean confidence, being overly confident, for example. You can get when you get the Sun card. The Sun card can represent somebody who's got a huge ego. So if we went along the lines of, excuse me, confidence with this Sun energy, I think the challenge is a lack of happiness, but also I feel that the challenge is feeling a lack of confidence. It might be that your challenge is a Leo individual as well, with the Sun in the reverse, okay? But this person, if it's a Leo, this person might not be feeling so great. But I think generally overall, the challenge is feeling a lack of confidence and a lack of happiness and a lack of, you know, just a lack of general vitality in a situation. Excuse me. And as a result of that, the energies around you will be the Six of Coins in the reverse. I'm seeing you guys not being willing to give in a relationship. I'm seeing a lack of give and take in a situation here for some of you guys. When you get the Six of Coins in the reverse, this means to this means that you're not paying into something. So whether this is not paying a loan back, whether this is not paying into a relationship, whether this is somebody who's not being very charitable towards you with the Six of Coins in the reverse, this is the card that says, I'm not giving into something and I'm not receiving something. This is almost like something that's at a standstill. So you could get something with this card that was like the Hierophant and the Six of Coins. It would mean a commitment that whereby nobody was particularly invested. I'm seeing the energies around you guys not investing in a situation, or somebody's not investing in you. As a result of that, the most likely outcome will be the Judgment card in the reverse. And I think that this is almost like advice from the tarot, being Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse is where we are not... This will either be no renewal, because Judgment in the upright means to renew, or it means to reactivate a situation. Judgment in the upright also means to come clean, and it means to heal and to recover. It also means a big change in one's life. It means to make a big judgment. It also means to face up to your demons when it's in the upright. In the reverse, it means that you're not faced. I think that what I'm looking at here so far is that in your foundation, it's either you as the Hermit that's severed ties with an individual. You've completely cut ties. I think you cut off from someone, or somebody's cut off from you. And as a result of that, what you're finding is that there is no investment in whatever this relationship is. I'm not talking about it simply being love, because it's not really a love reading. It can be, but not necessarily so. I think that somebody, it's either you or another individual, Aquarius, that's not investing in this thing with the Six of Coins in the reverse. But the most likely outcome from this will be Judgment in the reverse. Nothing is getting sorted here. Judgment in the reverse. Nothing is being sorted. Nothing is being spoken about. There's a lot of buried... I think there's a lot of bad blood with that Judgment energy showing in the reverse. I think nothing is being relieved. Nothing is being healed in this situation with it. It's almost like you have... Somebody's cut themselves off from you, or you've cut yourselves off from them. And the challenge is the Sun, a lack of happiness, a lack of vitality, a lack of power, a lack of confidence in the situation. As a result of that, the energies are not investing in this situation. I feel that Judgment in the reverse is either where somebody's not going to call you, or you're not going to call them. And I'm seeing no resolution, I feel, with the Judgment card in the reverse as the most likely outcome. Coming in the immediate future, Aquarius, what you'll experience is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Swords reverse can mean two things. It can either mean that you are very cautious to move forward. You don't want to take any action. That's what the Knight of Swords can mean in the reverse. But it can also mean that you do stuff without thinking. Reversals have all sorts of meanings that are tagged along with them. I feel that this is a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra person around you. Aquarius. So this could be you. But usually this would be a Gemini. It could be a fellow air sign, or it could be another person. Because I'm seeing somebody who's extraordinarily... I think somebody's extraordinarily angry here. And I think that I think there's something unexpected that comes in with this Knight of Swords in the reverse. But it's something... It feels like it's something that's done out of character from an individual with that Knight of Swords in the reverse. If that's not the case, then this is possibly you not willing to take any more action with this individual. Because what you've got coming in, an influence coming in, will be the Five of Swords. And I'm actually seeing, I actually think this is you guys not willing to take any more action. I think that you're very fearful of moving forward with whoever this individual is. I actually feel that you kind of feel better without this individual. It's almost like you feel better not resolving a situation with a person. I feel that it just feels better to you not to bother resolving this situation. You just want out. You don't want to invest in it. You don't want to try and resolve the situation. You want to talk it through anymore. And I feel as a result of that, the immediate future, we have this Knight of Swords coming in. And this is where you're putting a halt on any type of action or contact or communication with this individual. What you experience coming in is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is all about cutting. And I think Five of Swords represents an Aquarius person as well. I'm seeing you cutting out a couple of people here. Aquarius, because your fears are the Three of Swords, disagreements, and I think that this is to do with more than one person, because we've got Five of Swords, which can represent an argument with three people, where one person cuts maybe a couple of people out, and you do have that Three of Swords showing as your fear. So I feel that your fear is arguments affecting you emotionally, And I think that you've had enough of some form of an argument here, Aquarius, with an individual. And the outcome shows the Lovers from this. I think the outcome with the Lovers is, I don't think this is all about new unions, partnerships. I think that this is that you have a choice to make. Or you make a choice maybe with that Lovers energy. Because the Lovers isn't just about, you know, unions and partnerships, falling in love. It also is about making choices. So I think in the outcome, this is about you guys making a choice with that Lovers energy. We'll get some clarifiers on these areas, okay? Why is Aquarius the Six of Wands in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? Why is Aquarius the Six of Wands in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? Show me. Okay. Something's definitely over for you. I think that you are feeling confident that you have slayed someone here. Ten of Swords means to slay. It means to ruin. So I think that you're feeling confident with that Six of Wands, that you've slayed a situation, that you have ended a situation with that Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords are probably the swords that you've put into somebody's back here, Aquarius. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that you've done something to ruin someone. But I feel that you're feeling confident that you've ended a situation here with an individual. Alright, it's almost like you feel that you've had the last word on a situation. I think that you're feeling confident maybe that your words have finally kept somebody down or kept somebody out with this Ten of Swords. Because Ten of Swords represents the Lord of Ruin within the tarot. And we look at the confidence card of the Six of Wands. You guys are showing us the Six of Wands. And why is that? Because of the Ten of Swords. I think that you're feeling confident that either a situation is dead, it's buried, it's over. Or you might be feeling confident because you're the ones that have put the swords into somebody's back here. But not in a bad way. I think that you needed to end a situation. And I feel that whether this is through your actions or through something just naturally dissipating, there is an ending of a situation here. And I think that you're feeling very, very confident because something has ended here. The reason everything is happening is because of the Hermit reversed. Why is the Hermit reversed? Why is the Hermit reversed? I feel that you guys have cut yourself off from a very controlling energy with that Devil energy. So when you get the Hermit reversed, this person cuts themselves off from a group. You know, there are certain cards within the tarot that will show you, Aquarius, when you're completely shutting down communication with an individual. And there are some of the Knights in the reverse. Knight of Cups is one in the reverse. Knight of Wands is another one in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Knight of Swords. Because they're all action and they show movement and change. When they're reversed, they show no movement and no change. Okay, so there's cards like the Eight of Wands in the reverse is another one. The Eight of Swords is another one that will show no contact, no communication. Okay, so there are certain cards in the tarot that pages, for example, Page of Wands in the reverse can mean no communication, delays around communication. Page of Cups in the reverse also shows rejection, somebody who's rejecting you, they're not communicating with you. Page of Swords in the upright can show no contact or delayed contact. So when you get certain cards, it's not just pages that talk about communication, there's all sorts of cards within the tarot that talk about communication. Ten of Coins can talk about communication, for example. Hermit is another one. In the reverse, you're cutting yourself off from a certain person or a certain group. And I think that you guys are cutting yourself off from this Devil energy. It could be a Capricorn person around you, Aquarius. But it doesn't have to be. The Devil card is the Devil can be a really, really good card when you are wanting to lose weight or you're wanting to save money, because you come very regimented. You know, you become almost obsessed by the idea of saving money. So Devil and the Page of Coins. Page of Coins is about being responsible with money. You might be obsessed with the Devil card about being responsible with money with the Page of Coins energy. You know, so this is the card of obsession. And it's good when you're obsessed about doing something that's going to benefit you. But it's not so good when somebody else has control over you. So some of you guys, it might be that this isn't a person. It could be that you guys are withdrawing from a bad habit, for example, with the Devil energy showing there. It might be that you are going on some form of sabbatical, or you're going to some form of health farm, or you're detoxing with the Hermit in the reverse from sort of, you know, bad influences like drink, drugs, cigarettes, that type of thing. It could also be a person though, because we do have the Two of Cups in the reverse in the recent past. So I feel that you guys have withdrawn completely with the Hermit energy from a very bad influence, from a very controlling individual. Some of you guys, it might be a toxic situation with the Devil energy. I think you're withdrawing from that energy here. This is what everything's about. And as a result of that, you've experienced the Two of Cups in the reverse in the recent past. Why is the Two of Cups reversed for Aquarius in the recent past? Why is the Two of Cups reversed for Aquarius in the recent past? Right, well, the Knight of Coins. So what I'm seeing is severance. Two of Cups in the reverse. Because this situation has come to a standstill. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not committed to something here. Knight of Pentacles reverse means stagnation, standstill, but also not to be committed for the long term. So I'm seeing a disagreement here in the recent past for you. Or the severance of a relationship, a partnership with that Two of Cups in the reverse, because you're not committed to this with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not committed to this partnership. So I'm seeing with the Two of Cups in the reverse in the recent past, there's either been severance or disagreement that you've experienced because you're not committed to for the long haul, for the long term, to doing something here with the Knight of Pentacles. Something also for you guys might have come to a full stop and a standstill. And as a result of that, your challenge in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Aquarius, will be the Sun in the reverse. And why is the Sun in the reverse the challenge for Aquarius in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? Show me. Well, I feel that this Sun in the reverse, your challenge is that there is a situation with the Sun in the reverse that has... It's either where the challenge is that you're lacking confidence with the Sun energy in the reverse. Might be that there is a Leo individual, or maybe there is somebody who's been hiding something from you. I often see the Sun in the reverse because the Sun goes down. When it's in the upright, everything is clear. In the reverse, it might be that somebody's been hiding something from you, and this has become very clear to you with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. You've realised the Seven of Cups in the reverse means a realisation. So it might be with the Sun in the reverse. If it's a case of that there is great unhappiness. You're realising, I feel, with this Seven of Cups in the reverse, that there is a great deal of unhappiness in this situation. Or you're realising with that Seven of Cups that... And also the Sun in the reverse means... In the upright, this means manifestation, and it means success, and good things are starting to happen and new beginnings. But in the reverse, it talks about delays. Alright, it's going to take a bit of time before something can change or something can become what you want it to become with the Sun in the reverse. And I think that some of you guys are starting to realise that with the Seven of Swords. The reason that this is your challenge is because of something that you realise and something that you know. And I also feel that there is an illusion that has now been broken. Because when you get the Seven of Cups in the reverse, this is all about breaking through that illusion. When you get the Seven of Cups in the upright, it's all about having those dreams. They're all on those clouds. And everything's an illusion and everything seems bright. And it's like, oh, well, what if this, what if that? It's all a kind of an illusion. It's all like a trick of the mind. It's like an oasis, if that makes any sense to you. Is it called an oasis? With the Seven of Cups? A mirage. It's almost like a mirage to you with the Seven of Cups in the upright. But you start to drink the water and you start to become more clearer. And you start to break the illusion of the situation. Okay, so I think that whatever this Sun is, I think that this, whether this is delay or whether this is unhappiness, or I don't think that this is a lack of confidence. I think that this is unhappiness with the Sun in the reverse has brought you guys to reality. Could be a Leo person has brought you to reality. It could be a depressed person, maybe with the Sun in the reverse, or somebody who's negative with the Sun in the reverse, or somebody who lacks confidence with the Sun in the reverse. Whatever this negative energy is around the Sun in the reverse, I think it's brought you guys to reality, and that's your challenge. I'm just going to ask what the reality is about. What is this reality about in a third card, please? What is the reality about in the third card? The reality is that you're not going to get what you want. This situation will not be successful. You've got Chariot in the reverse. Sorry about that. I was just rendering a video. The Chariot in the reverse means delays. It means upheavals. It means a lack of control. It also means a lack of success and victory. So I feel that the Sun in the reverse, your challenge is that there are either a person around you. I think this is a person around you. It could be a Leo person. You might be dealing with a Capricorn or a Leo, potentially. But I feel that there is a person around you And I feel that this person is not the best person for you to be with. They might hide secrets, maybe with that sun in the reverse. This person might be negative with the sun in the reverse. This person might have hidden agendas with the sun in the reverse. But this sun in the reverse has brought you guys to reality that this situation cannot bring you happiness, and it can't bring you the success and the victory that you want. And as a result of that, I feel that you guys choose not to invest in this situation. Why is Aquarius choosing not to invest in this situation? Show me. You may choose not to invest, not because, I mean, the Seven of Coins isn't reversed, it's in the upright. I think that you choose not to invest because whatever it is that you've invested in is not bringing about rewards. Seven of Coins in the upright. Now, the Seven of Coins in the upright is a good card to get. But it also suggests, when you get the Seven of Coins in the upright, that you have been planting seeds and you're having to watch them grow. So it might be that you're choosing not to invest because something is taking a lot of time to show results in this situation with that Seven of Coins. You might be choosing not to invest because you've been evaluating whether you still want to invest in this situation, whether you still want to put your time into it, whether maybe you still want to put your money into it, whatever the case might be. You're choosing not to invest. Six of Coins in the reverse. Because whatever you've put your time and energy into, whatever seeds have been planted, it's taking time to see any type of results. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome for the first 2 weeks in January 2018, Aquarius, will be Judgment in the reverse. And why will it be Judgment in the reverse? Show me. Well, because of the Queen of Cups. So I feel that some of you guys, the most likely outcome, it might be that this is the person around you that you guys have severed some form of a tie with. It might be you guys, the most likely outcome is there'll be no contact from a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces individual. You'll decide, it's either you're going to decide not to contact or not to renew something with this individual, or it might be that this person chooses not to do that. It could also be, if this isn't the person, the Queen of Cups, it might be the Judgment in the reverse. Some of you guys, the most likely outcome is that you are suppressing. The Judgment card in the reverse means to suppress. It's like Tower in the reverse. You choose to suppress your feelings on the situation with the Queen of Cups. So you're not really talking or communicating how you truly feel. I just get the impression you want something gone because it doesn't feel good to you and it doesn't feel right. I mean, if we look at the bottom of the reading, the foundation, Aquarius, what we've got is you guys withdrawing. And I think that you're withdrawing from either a toxic situation or a very controlling, restrictive person, showing here with this Devil energy. You might be restricting from somebody who's putting a lot of burdens on you. And as a result of that, you guys choose not to invest in this individual with the Six of Coins, sorry, in the reverse, because you've been waiting for a long time for results. Maybe the results that you're looking for are for change with that Seven of Coins. And as a result of that, I feel that some of you guys won't be communicating. It could be with a water sign individual, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer individual, or it might be as a result of all of that, you guys will not be owning up to your feelings, or you'll be ignoring, maybe with the Judgment card in the reverse, how you truly feel about this individual. Because in the recent past, I'm seeing severance in a relationship or disagreements in a relationship because somebody is very slow to move, or somebody is not fully committed with that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And as a result of that, the challenge is that you guys are starting to realise that there is nothing good or nothing positive that possibly can manifest from this situation because of the Chariot. So you're realising the Chariot. The Sun is what your challenge is in the reverse. As a result of this severance, Two of Cups in the reverse, possibly because somebody's not willing to commit long term with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it could be that the challenge is the Sun in the reverse. So there are delays around this situation. And delays around this situation, or this person who is delaying a situation with the Sun in the reverse, it might be brings you to reality that this situation isn't going to bring you any victory in the long term. And therefore, around you in the present, you choose not to invest, because I think that you guys have been waiting for a long time for something to grow and to flourish. As a result of that, what you'll experience in the immediate future, Aquarius, is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Why will Aquarius experience the Knight of Swords in the reverse? Well, I feel that you'll no longer move forward. You're not going to be taking, you're not going to be taking a risk with the Knight of Swords in the reverse on this situation. You'll decide to put the brakes on this situation because you recognise what the truth is. With the Ace of Swords, you can see everything very, very clearly here at Aquarius. Oops, just dropped. Always dropping cards. It's because of where I'm recording. Ah, there we go. Coming in, the influences coming in are the Five of Swords. Why are the influences coming in the Five of Swords for Aquarius? Why are the influences coming in the Five of Swords for Aquarius? I actually don't think that this is you cutting somebody out. This is either you cutting somebody out because you find out the truth about this individual. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords means to get caught. Or it means somebody's confessing something. Or it'll mean that the coming in, it could be that this person with the Five of Swords, Aquarius, is trying to manipulate you. Five of Swords can also show manipulation. Somebody might be trying to manipulate you by confessing to something here with the Seven of Swords, owning up to something. I think that you guys here in this reading, it seems to be about a person who is not willing to commit to a particular path with you. And I think you've had enough of that. And I do think that you decide just to not bother investing in this individual. And you might stop contacting them. I feel there'll be no kind of second chances with the Judgment energy with possibly a water sign individual, that Queen of Cups. Or some of you guys are suppressing how you truly feel. Judgment in the reverse means not to own up to, not face up to the truth. And the Queen of Cups is all about feelings. Your hopes or fears, I think your fears are the Three of Swords. Why is Aquarius's fears the Three of Swords? Well, I feel that your fears are that there'll be more heartbreak, more problems with that Three of Swords if you don't walk away from the situation. Eight of Cups in the reverse. And the outcome shows the Lovers. Why is the outcome the Lovers for Aquarius? Why is the outcome the Lovers for Aquarius? Well, I'm seeing a relationship here that you guys are not willing to invest in. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Or there's no love proposal here with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Because Page of Pentacles in the upright is all about a proposal. So in the reverse, this is no proposal. Or this is somebody who's not willing to invest. Page of Pentacles in the reverse means non-investment. So I feel what's going on here. Let's go through this reading again. Aquarius for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. You guys are feeling, you're riding high. You're feeling pretty confident that you've slayed the beast. Ten of Swords. Because in your foundation, the reason everything is happening is because you guys are finally, with this Hermit in the reverse, cutting off an individual, this devil energy, who has far too much control. You're cutting yourself off from a very toxic situation with that devil energy there. You're cutting yourself off possibly from a very difficult karmic tie with that devil energy there. And for some of you guys, you're just cutting yourself off from a bad habit. But I think it's a person who's a bad habit to you. As a result of that, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups, sorry, in the reverse. I think that this is severance. But in the recent past, as a result of these energies, in the recent past, you've experienced severance within a relationship because you, and I think that this is you, who is not willing to commit to something here. You no longer see this situation for the long term. Because your challenge is, and I think that this is a person, this Sun in the reverse. I think that this is a person. Your challenge is, could be a Leo individual potentially, or this could be somebody who has issues. It could be that they've got self-confidence issues. It could be that they've got issues with the relationship. It might be that they're delaying things around the relationship. But I think that there's a delay in a relationship with the Sun in the reverse, or some unhappiness within this relationship with the Sun in the reverse that's brought you guys to a certain amount of reality with that Seven of Cups in the reverse, that this relationship cannot bring you happiness, success or victory with the Chariot reversed. And I feel that this is with it, whether it's love, whether it's work, whatever it is, you can actually, you know, allude that to in your own life. As a result of that, I'm seeing you guys not wanting to invest. Six of Pentacles. You're not wanting to be charitable to this individual. You're not willing to give this individual a chance with the Six of Coins in the reverse because you've been waiting for the results. You've planted the seeds in this relationship. You both have to a certain extent. Or you have with a group of people, whatever the case is. But you're not seeing any change, any growth. at all with that Seven of Coins. It's not in the reverse, no, but this is the card of waiting as well for something to grow, for something to manifest. You plant the seeds with the Seven of Coins and now you're looking for the results. So I think you're not willing to invest in this situation, Aquarius, because all of the hard work and effort and the toil that you've put in with that Seven of Coins, you're still waiting to see the results of that. As a result of that, I feel for some of you guys, there'll be no second chances for a Queen of Cups energy. This could be a water sign that you're dealing with for some of you guys. So for some of you guys, the most likely outcome will be there'll be no second chance judgment in the reverse with a water sign individual Queen of Cups in the upright, male or female, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. For some of you guys, it might be that the most likely outcome as a result of all of this is that you guys will have to suppress what your true feelings are for this individual. Coming in, you'll experience the Knight of Swords, and I think this is you guys with the Knight of Swords energy. You're not willing to move forward in this situation. You're putting the brakes on communicating, I feel, with this individual with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, because, and this could be putting the brakes, Knight of Swords reverse, on communicating with the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys are putting the brakes on communicating with an individual. Some of you guys are putting the brakes on communicating because you can see the truth with the Ace of Swords in the upright. What you guys, some of you guys might experience coming in, influences coming in, you're completely cut. It might be that you are finally finding out that maybe if it's love, somebody's got somebody else. You're cutting this person off along with their cohort because you found out the truth. You found out truly what's going on with an individual here with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. For some of you guys, it might be that this person that you seem to want to cut out, because it seems like it's possibly quite a toxic relationship that's going on here for me in this reading. For some of you guys, Aquarius, it might be with the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords energy, that this person comes back and tries to manipulate you, tries to mentally manipulate you by acting like they want to tell you the truth, acting like they want to put a wrong to right. So they want to kind of right a wrong. When you get the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is also about righting a wrong because you're going back to the scene of the crime to confess or to tidy up the mess that you've left. Your fears will be, well, there'll be more heartbreak. There'll be more tension. There'll be more disappointment with that Three of Swords if I decide not to walk away with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And therefore, I feel the outcome is this relationship with the Lover's energy, you guys are basically not going to want to invest in it. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't see it as being a potential venture going forward. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys cutting yourself off from an individual. I think the individual's toxic because you've got this Hermit reverse, which means to completely seclude oneself, isolate. I think you're isolating yourself. Hermit in your foundation, you're isolating yourself, Aquarius, from a very toxic individual or a toxic situation. I am seeing as a result of that severance in a partnership here because somebody is not willing to commit, or it's possibly disagreements in a relationship with the Two of Cups in the reverse because with the Knight of Pentacles somebody's not willing to commit long term. It might be this Devil energy showing here. I'm seeing somebody who's toxic around you. I think you're feeling confident because you think that this situation is done, it's dusted, you've slayed the beast. Because, and I think you've slayed, whoever it is that you've slayed here, Aquarius, you're feeling confident because you slayed the beast. Whoever this beast is with this Ten of Swords, it's the devil. Because the reason that everything is happening is because you're withdrawing, you're isolating yourself from a person, from a very toxic situation or a toxic person. So I'm seeing you not contacting this individual. Not investing in who they are because you've been waiting too long to see results. As a result of that, no second chances could be for a water sign. Severance in a relationship from the recent past because somebody's unwilling to commit. Challenge is the Sun in the reverse. Somebody's taking too long to do something and it's giving you a reality check. Seven of Cups in the reverse. That this situation, this relationship, this experience cannot lead to victory or success. Chariot reversed. Immediate future as a result of that, you guys not willing to move forward. Some of you guys, Knight of Swords in the reverse, not willing to, Ace of Swords, contact this individual, Ace of Swords in the upright, or not willing to move forward, Knight of Swords in the reverse, because, or not willing to pursue this situation, Knight of Swords in the reverse, because of the Ace of Swords in the upright. You see the truth. Possibly coming in someone. You either cutting this person off. If you found out, especially if this person's not committing to you, it might be with that Five of Swords you cut this person off because you find out with that Seven of Swords in the reverse that potentially they've got somebody else. And for some of you guys, this person could come back and try and manipulate you with that Five of Swords by pretending, I feel, that they're telling you the truth, even though that Seven of Swords is in the reverse. The key cards for me are your fears. Three of Swords in the upright. Your fear is heartbreak, pain. Three of Swords. Arguments. Three of Swords in the upright. If you decide to stay, to go back. Eight of Cups in the reverse. And the outcome shows the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. The Lovers is all about a love partnership, a union, but also a choice. You guys making a choice, the Lovers, not to invest. Page of Pentacles reversed. I'm seeing you guys isolating yourself from a situation in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Aquarius. I think you've had enough of somebody's shenanigans, and I don't feel that for a lot of you guys you're going to be giving somebody a second chance. Alright, that's your reading, your general reading for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. Aquarius, remember this can be a love reading, it can also just be a work reading. Maybe you're not willing to go back to a certain place that you're working in because of this, that and the other. You know, allude it to, refer it to whatever makes sense to you in the reading, okay? But that's what I'm seeing you guys going through in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, Aquarius, and I'll speak to you guys on your love readings. Take care.